It is Bronze and Modern Gods. I'm John. That's Richard. Hey.
Hey, guys.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I am ready for a bonus episode. Who's ready for a bonus episode? Are you ready for a bonus episode?
I think we're all ready for a bonus.
All right. Bonus episodes. We look at your viewer mail, and we have a visit from Ali from Elite_Comics11, who will walk us through the Instagram Market Watch big sales this week, including a book I should have bought, Richard, but I missed it. Little teaser there for later, I know. But let's get right into it. Viewer mail, waste not, mail. Whatnot. Our first piece of viewer mail comes from Four Colors Shy, or Chai. I'm guessing it's Chicago, so I'm going to say, who says, in reference to our video about Free Comic Book Day and books going up on eBay before Free Comic Book Day tomorrow, retailers are not, quote, given any Free Comic Book Day books. I'm not sure who he's quoting with the given part because we never said that they were given those books. So not sure you're quoting there, Four Colors, but okay. They are paid for. Absolutely. Retailers have to order them. Retailers deserve to make a profit when a profit can be made. Let's just let that hang there for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Four Colors. I hear what you're saying. I disagree 8,000%, maybe 10,000. You're saying that since the retailers bought these books that are supposed to be given away to encourage new readers, that they have the right to sell them on eBay before Comic Book Day, Free Comic Book Day? Not going to agree with that. Sorry. Now, like I said in the last video, if you want to recoup some of your money and put a few aside, put them up after Free Comic Book Day. Just wait till the weekend's over. Dear Lord, what's wrong with you? Not you, Four Color, but the retailer that's doing that. So, Four Color, I see what you're saying. Disagree.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I don't want us to come across as being anti-LCS because nothing could be farther from the truth. I think that Free Comic Book Day is something that is a boon to both the comic book store and to the publishers. And people, they should look at it as goodwill and fostering a community that's going to keep their comic book store open. And those books should be used to further that goal. And that's what they're there for. That's their primary purpose. Yes, you can make a profit on them. And yes, if after that weekend you have books available, sell them. I have no problem with that. But I think the spirit of Free Comic Book Day should be honored, especially that free part where you give these books away to people who are interested in them.
Hey, I'm going to go a little further. If you're that desperate for cash flow that you're willing to do this at the expense of your customers or new customers, potential new customers, you might be in the wrong business and you're not running your business very well because this is not to be a revenue center for you. It's not designed to be a revenue center for you. You're just either greedy or you don't know what you're doing. Come at me, bro. All right, what's your next one?
My first comment is from David Samuelson.
All right, David. I love that you leave like 90 comments for each video. I seriously do.
Yeah. Yeah, we love the conversation, definitely. So his comment is, conversely, and this is in regards to Free Comic Book Days. You can wait a couple of weeks and pick up the Free Comic Book Day Stray Dogs book for nothing. Please, I beg you, tell me of one Free Comic Book Day book ever, and I mean ever, in the history of comics that's ever turned out to be worth anything.
Well, sit back, David.
That's pretty definitive there, David. I took your challenge. I went on eBay and I looked sold listings and I sorted them. I searched for FCBD, Free Comic Book Day. I sorted them by highest first, and it took anything that was over $200 for a 9.8. And I came across 6 different titles that were repeated. There is a Free Comic Book Day.
Before you go, let me guess. I haven't seen them yet. Let me guess. I'm going to Spider-Man Free Comic Book Day with Mr. Negative, right?
Right.
Umbrella Academy.
Right.
Okay, those are my 2. Go for it.
Right. There is a Free Comic Book Day Star Wars Clone Wars. There was a Clone Wars Adventures from 2004 One Punch Man, one of my favorite anime type characters, My Hero Academia. And there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles free comic book day book that is coveted. So those are just 6 books that I just saw selling for between $400 and $200. I should say sold for between $400 and $200 on eBay.
There you go, David. Challenge accepted. We love you, though. Don't stop. My next one is from Mystery Mac 38. When I was talking about Barbie in the 25-year rule, and I said something very general where I said girls didn't have comics except for Barbie. Well, Mystery Mac says girls only had Barbie, no love for Archie comics. Durr, I feel really dumb now.
I do too. You know how big of a fan I am of Betty and Veronica. So yeah,
how could I forget Archie? No, Mystery Mac, thank you for calling me on that one, because that was a big, big fat miss.
Right.
So yes, there's Archie comics for girls too. All right. What do you have?
Next, I have a comment from Eric Perry. I have also won a few eBay auctions and had the seller cancel the sale. The range of emotions. Awesome, I won to son of a blank. Leaves me exhausted. There's no recourse either. Lately, I have gravitated to auction houses for higher dollar purchases. Funny you should mention this. I was on eBay, as I have a number of save searches that I run every day, and a listing for a Marvel Superheroes number 20, the Doom cover.
Look, we need to get you into rehab.
I know I have an issue, but I can't pass them up when they're great prices.
Okay.
One that showed up looked really, really nice. I was saying probably a 7, and they went on $175 for it. It was an auction, but it had to buy it now for $175. I bought it now, so I paid my $175 and was happy with my purchase, because if it came back looking, as good as the pictures looked, and there were some extensive pictures, I thought I got a real deal. And I heard next day from the seller that there was a mistake. He didn't mean to list it for 175. He meant 275. And even at 275, I thought it wasn't a bad deal. So I he was going to refund me my purchase and basically cancel the auction. And I said, you know what? There's $100 difference. To avoid all the hassles of refunding and all that stuff, let's split the difference. I'll give you another $50, and we just call it a day, because it was an auction still. It was not just a buy it now. It had a buy it now on it, but it was an auction. So he may not have gotten his asking price for it. And no. If the book is not it's not my book. I'm not blah blah blah. There's a whole song and dance that he did. And after 4 days of him holding my money, he finally managed to refund me my $175. And during that period, I couldn't. I had that money tied up with him, and I have no recourse. There really is nothing that I could do to express my displeasure, except leave him negative feedback. And I thought about that. I don't like to leave negative feedback when there's been real harm done. And I really felt in this case, if I've priced books wrong before, I understand that pain. Usually if I price them wrong, it's my fault, and I sell them that whatever I price them at.
Let me stop you there. Exactly. I priced books wrong before when I used eBay, and I honored the sale. But go ahead.
Right. So, I muddle about it because I could have left negative feedback, but no, negative feedback to me is real egregious actions. And he was in communication with me constantly through this whole thing. He just didn't want to sell me the book, which was annoying. So eventually I decided on leaving him neutral feedback, and I left neutral feedback saying, explaining what happened, that he had sold me the book, but decided not to sell it at the price as honored. And I just said, it was an unsatisfactory transaction. And I left him neutral feedback. Neutral feedback does not affect your overall percentage. So it's not something that's going to affect him long term, because eBay feedback is so important. So important. But anybody who goes and looks at his feedback will see that comment on there. And I hope that makes him think a bit more the next time this situation comes up.
You are an enabler. All right, moving on.
Go ahead, John.
I'm half kidding. I've actually never left negative feedback for anybody, because I'm kind of with you. But if that had happened to me, I would have considered leaving negative feedback as opposed to neutral, because it's just such. Can I say bullshit on this podcast?
Sure can. Sure podcast.
It's such a hockey poop, the hockey puck poop, whatever you want to call it. Dookie. No, you knew what you were doing. You either messed up or you didn't like the price after you put it up, and you should honor it.
He got lucky. It's a book I have multiple copies of. It's not like I needed it. He did keep in communication, so I was accepting of it. I was willing to be flexible and a little lenient. I have left negative feedback when people scam me. If you scam me in either end of the transaction, you say that I didn't deliver something, or you deliver to me something different than what you listed, and refuse to rectify the situation, you will get negative feedback from me. Fortunately, I think it's only happened 3 times out of my 890 some odd eBay feedback at this point. But yeah, if you get negative feedback from me, you've earned it.
All right. My next piece of viewer mail is from our email address, bronzeandmoderngods@gmail.com. And it comes from Moving to Dagobah. Let me stop you there. I don't know if that's a good place to move to. Very humid, very swampy, maybe not the best place to build a house, but okay, you're moving to Dagobah. Hey there, we love your podcast. Thank you. And thought this one might interest you. We came across a Captain Haddock comic in a collection we are assessing. We cannot find anything on it in terms of value, scarcity, nada. It's like a huge mystery, though learning about Haddock has been a wild ride. It was alcohol for kids. Who knew? If you have any interest in seeing the book or any information on it, we'd be super grateful. And that is from Moving to Dagobah. All right, Captain Haddock. This was a 2-issue series that was a giveaway around 1949 to 1951. Depends on what you look at online, to promote a vitamin medicine. And this was targeted at kids. The comic was targeted at kids. Haddock, the medicine, was for everyone. It had mega vitamins, and it also had 12% alcohol. So hey, kick back and have a swig of Haddock. There appears to have been 2 issues of this giveaway. I'm not sure if it was actually distributed. It is incredibly scarce. The daughter of the man who was responsible for this is actually surfaced. I believe it's the daughter or the granddaughter, and it's provided some information to some comic book bloggers about it. It's incredibly scarce. Do people want it? That's the question. There's no GPA on it. There's no slabs that exist for this book. Or you can always throw it on eBay and see what you get for it. If you don't like the price that they pay for it, you can always tell them, hey, no, I didn't mean to price it that much, and they'll leave you neutral feedback if they're Richard. I don't recommend that. The Captain Haddock story was actually reprinted by IDW in 2016 in a book called in a book called Super Weird Heroes. So somebody's got a copy of it somewhere. I'm going to leave a link to an article written by super uber retailer Brian Hibbs that really goes into a lot of detail about Captain Haddock. I'm going to leave it in the description so you guys can check it out. But Captain Haddock is great for what ails you.
Wash it down with that cocaine.
Yes, cocaine, your Coca-Cola. All right, Richard, what's your next piece?
My next piece is from Quiet Storm 76.
Sade.
Excellent points, gentlemen. And have you tried 9-panel? I haven't, but another alternative.
Are we talking about alternatives to eBay?
Yes, we're talking about alternatives to eBay. 9-panel is something that looks really, really interesting. It is basically a storefront specifically for comic books. You can list your comics on there. They have a whole system where you enter your information about the comics, and it will help populate metadata about them. And you can upload pictures. You set your own return rate. You set your shipping. Everything is customizable by you. And at the end of the day, they take 9.9% as their fee. They're very, very, very specific and say that their fee does not include the cost, the the value of the taxes. So it's just the value of the book, not including
I
tax.
like 9-panel, 9.9. I see what you did there, 9
Isn't that
panel.
cool? Isn't that cool?
I like the name 9-panel. Do you know what that refers to?
Number of panels on a layout.
The 9-panel grid, like in Watchmen, Dave Gibbons stuck to that 9-panel grid.
Mhm.
Jack Kirby often stuck to a 9-panel grid back in the early days, and Steve Ditko. So yeah, that's a cool name. I have never visited 9-panel. I've barely been on Shortboxed. I have like X hours in a day. So
It does require uploading images and handling that. I have been giving thought of the books that don't sell in the live sales that we do, putting them up on 9-panel and giving them, some breathing space to maybe people come later and will be interested in those books. So it's definitely, I think, a viable option. And Shortbox is another really great option for slabs. If you have slabs to sell, because they only sell graded books, they handle the metadata, they handle the whole transaction, and it's to me, it's a nice way of selling high value slabs. I don't know if I would sell. I don't know if I'd be comfortable selling like a Hulk 181 a 9-panel yet. But on Shortbox, I'd be comfortable because a lot of high dollar books have sold on that site, and the transactions go pretty smoothly.
we should try to invite someone from Shortboxed or a 9-panel on and have them talk about their business and why we should use it. We'll get on that. We'll try to make that happen after I get, Rob Liefeld on the show. All right. Speaking of selling books, it's time for the Instagram Market Watch with Ali from Elite_Comics11. This is where we talk about major sales that have happened during Elite_Comics11 live sales during the week. So let's get to it. Richard, shall we dance? Ati, ati. And here he is right now. Hi, Ali. What is going on, buddy?
Hey, what's up, guys? Good to see you.
Good to see you. Why don't you remind everybody where you are and what you do?
Yeah, so we're at Elite_Comics11 on Instagram. We're the platform's premier consignment page. So you want to head over to our page, check out some awesome books going up daily. Head on over. It's at Elite_Comics11.
And we've got 3 today. One that I really want, but I'm gonna let you run the show here. What's the first one you want to feature?
All right, so I'm going to highlight a few of the kind of bigger sales on our page, or more significant sales. So the first one's Captain America Comics number 49. This is a Golden Age classic, 1945. Schomburg cover, CGC 6.0, off-white to white pages, $2,300. Sold.
That's the one I wanted.
I knew it was.
It's such a cool book. It is right after the war ended. There's Hitler's in this book. I'm not sure how. I'm curious as to if it's a flashback story, if it was an inventory story that was done before our boys brought home the victory, the V. The last sale for this was in January of this year, which seems like an eternity ago. It was for $14.09. These books are so far and few in between. This, if I had seen, how long was this up?
Actually, so this is, it's such a rarity that I wanted to feature it, but this was actually an example of a book that sold on one of our live sales actually last night. So it lasted 10 minutes on the sale maybe, and then somebody claimed it.
Darn it, I was on and I left. Gosh darn it. Beautiful. It's beauty, though. Those Schomburg covers are just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they've always been coveted. They've always been obviously scarce. But for whatever reason, lately, they've really been taken off and they've dried up significantly. So I wasn't surprised this one moved.
You had a Starling Comics last night, too, with the infamous Bender cover.
That was a big
book.
Yeah, that was beautiful. All right, what else you got?
All right, the next one is Vengeance number 1. This is the ratio variant. This is the first America Chavez. the Mike Diodato cover here. This was a Elite CGC 9.8 white pages, sold for $3,600 on the page.
90-day average and GPA for that is 3,470. So just a hair above that. I don't know, just different strokes, I guess. I can't believe this sold for more than a Captain America 49.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. This is the zeitgeist today. People have more focus and more attention towards what's coming in the MCU and potential profits there than necessarily, looking at the Golden Age books for their classic value.
It's generational. I mean, I look at First America Chavez and I'm like, okay, great, and that's probably what someone decades younger than me thinks about Captain America Comics 49. Like, out of the way, Grandpa Simpson. What else do we have?
All right, the last one is Amazing Spider-Man number 13. This is the first appearance of Mysterio. It's an awesome book, but this copy, unbelievable. So it's CGC 9.2 with white pages. This one sold in a few minutes for $13,000.
Gorgeous. The last sale for this was last November, again a lifetime ago, really, for $9,600. So I'm not surprised. $13K for this book. And Spidey keys are just evergreen. They're just going to go up. There's no dip with this. Sorry if you guys are waiting for it.
Right. And at a 9.2 for a book this old, that's just amazing.
Yeah, I think we've been talking about it the past few weeks, but get used to seeing Spider-Man around. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. Somebody else I know got a high grade early Spider-Man.
I was wondering if that's
no spoilers. Yeah, I got an unboxing that hopefully will be done by the time this goes up. So.
Well, if you want to see that, where can they find you?
It's at elite_comics11 on Instagram. You got a book, you need some help selling it, give us a DM.
And do that and check it out. It's fun. You get to see books that I want, and I'm too slow on the trigger. Maybe you're faster than I am, but always a fun time. So check it out. Thank you, Ali. We will see you next time.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
I want that Captain America. I should have done it.
You should have done it. Yeah.
No, man, I was a little slow there. I stuck around for that 0.5, but I didn't stick around for that one. Darn it.
You got to be quick with those auctions. There was a Fantastic Four #1 annual that I hesitated on, and it sold before I could respond. So, yeah, you got to be decisive.
You don't have one yet?
I have an annual 2. I don't have an annual 1.
Ooh, as big as a Submariner fan.
I know.
You've done that one, buddy. You got Dr. Doom and Submariner in that annual. So, is that the first place Fantastic Four #5 is reprinted? I think is in that annual. I'm guessing. I think it's Spider-Man waits within these pages. That's my pose. If you're watching on video, you just got to see me do the pose of the Jack Kirby Spider-Man. Hey, it's time to go. I can tell it's time to wrap this up because I'm getting punch drunk on Had a Call. If you are not following us on Facebook and Instagram, it's at Bronze and Modern Gods. Do so, please. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so you know when we're going live. That happens every so often. And when a new video goes live. And Richard, thank you so much for being my buddy and being here today.
Thank you, John. Always a pleasure.
And we will see you guys on Monday.
Everybody stay safe.